Hey there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in this video we're going to hoist the mainsails, we're going to swap the poop deck, we're going to batten down the hatches, we're going to jump onto the high seas, and we're going to talk about Pirates of the Caribbean. It seems like every couple of months or so we're getting these small slivers of updates. We seem to be getting these little news stories here and there. A Margot Robbie Pirates of the Caribbean is coming. 1 minute Johnny Depp is coming back, then he isn't, then he is, then he isn't. And it seems to be all over the place. We don't seem to get any sort of concrete news stories here. But now it looks like they're working on a brand new script, and it looks like the door, the hatches, or the door, whichever word you want to use, has been opened, and it looks like there's opportunity for Johnny Depp to potentially come back to the series if he can reconcile with Disney. Obviously, he left Disney because of the trial between him and Amber Heard and all that kind of shit that happened with them two. So let's get into this article from Cosmic Book News. Let's talk about Pirates of the Caribbean, and is there potential for Johnny Depp to come back, and what's going on with the brand new script that they seem to be writing here. So, Johnny Depp comeback, Pirates of the Caribbean return now possible. This is great. I think if they made a brand new Pirates of the Caribbean movie with Johnny Depp confirmed to come back as Captain Jack Sparrow, I think it would make so much damn money. People want Captain Jack Sparrow back. People want to see Johnny Depp on the big screen again. And Pirates of the Caribbean, it was such a fun franchise. I really, really love it. It's one of my guilty pleasures. I don't care. A lot of people kind of dog on the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. I have so much fun with it. It's ridiculous. Turn your brain off. Action adventure. And I mean, it's pirates fighting each other. I mean, what's more fun than that? So it's claimed that Disney may want Johnny Depp back for the new Pirates of the Caribbean movie that is in development. By the way, just to go off on a tangent for a sec. So obviously we've had a lot of updates about potential Pirates of the Caribbean movies, and we've had some actresses' names attached like Margot Robbie, and saying that, you know, Johnny Depp's going to take no part in the next Pirates of the Caribbean. If they put out a Pirates of the Caribbean movie without Johnny Depp in it, you know, that would be a huge mistake. I think the amount of fan backlash that would ensue would be huge. And Disney, with everything going on with Snow White, with everything going on with Marvel and Disney, and I should say Marvel and Star Wars, sorry, they cannot afford any more backlash on their properties. So putting out a Pirates of the Caribbean movie without Johnny Depp would be the biggest mistake that they would ever do. So I think they've begun to realize that they need him for this franchise to work. While Disney and Depp parted ways during the Amber Heard trial, that's all over, and Depp came out as the winner. That's absolutely true. I think he won. Yeah, he did win, yeah. I was going to say something then, but I don't want to make a mistake. Yeah, he did win. So now Variety reports the script that is being written for the new Pirates of the Caribbean movie may include the return of Jack Sparrow. That's the right decision. Disney, make it happen. Don't be silly. Bring him back. You know you need to. And obviously we have a great picture here of Johnny Depp as Captain Jack Sparrow. Do you know what? Every time I see Captain Jack Sparrow now, right, in a picture or in a movie or whatever, it reminds me, I saw this piece of footage years ago where Johnny Depp as Captain Jack Sparrow, he was walking around a children's hospital ward and he's meeting these sick children. And, you know, he's actually in character, he's wearing the costume and he's going around and he's talking to these sick children in this hospital. And it's one of the most heartwarming pieces of footage I've ever seen. And it's just, you know, it's just unbelievable. It's how important the Jack Sparrow character means to a lot of people. And it brings a lot of joy to people, so it's great. Disney and Johnny Depp need to reconcile. So according to Variety, while Disney has not had talks with Johnny Depp, two different versions of the new Pirates of the Caribbean script are in development, with one including Depp back as Jack Sparrow. Quote, nothing has been ruled out, says source for the site. It's also pointed out that Johnny Depp could return into the fold if the actor and Disney can reconcile. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. Why would you not? I guess they're worried about having Johnny Depp in the franchise because of all the baggage of the Amber Heard trial and all that kind of stuff. But then, is it a bigger mistake to make the movie without him, or is it more of a risk to make it with him? I think they should absolutely, I mean, like it says here, he won the trial. So, you know, if they can reconcile that relationship between Depp and Disney, absolutely bring him back. It will make so much money, and they know it. So, Johnny Depp recently starred in Louis in the Jean Dubarry, his voice. He voiced his character Johnny Puff in the Puffins. Let me say that again. Johnny Depp recently starred as Louis in Jean Dubarry. He voiced his character Johnny Puff in the Puffins spin-off. And according to IMDb, he will be playing the role of Satan in the Carnival at the End of Days, which also stars Adam Driver, Jason Momoa, Jeff Bridges, Asa Butterfield from director Terry Gilliam. That sounds pretty stacked, that cast there. We're playing Satan. So the guy is beginning to work again. His career is beginning to spin up by the sounds of it, which is great. And let's just cross our fingers that Disney, comes to their senses. Is the Pirates of the Caribbean female reboot still happening? Previous reports have said that Disney is going ahead with a female reboot for the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. At one time, Margot Robbie was attached, like I was saying earlier, but has since said that she is no longer part of it and that Disney has moved away from the idea. I don't care if it's a female reboot of Pirates of the Caribbean. I really don't. I know a lot of people out there will have issue with it because Disney keep doing this kind of stuff where they need to have an all-female cast, and a lot of people will call it woke and all this kind of stuff. Ultimately, I don't really care all that much as long as the characters are written well, as long as the story is great, the action is great, and that's all I care about, really. Whether they're male, female, it doesn't make a difference to me. Personally, it doesn't make a difference, but I know a lot of people out there, it does make a difference. However, rumors have said that the female reboot is still happening, and Offer Disney is eyeing Ayo Edebiri as one of the stars of the film. Yeah, I've reported on all this stuff before, guys, about Margot Robbie, about Ayo Edebiri. I'm not familiar with that actress, Ayo Edebiri, but I hear that she's good. So Pirates of the Caribbean producer Jerry Bruckheimer actually said they are developing 2 scripts for 2 different movies, one with females. It could be possible that Disney is rethinking its approach to the popular franchise. The Marvel and Star Wars films haven't been successful with female leads. Johnny Depp and Jack Sparrow also have a huge fan base. Absolutely it does. So it makes sense to bring back Depp. What happened to Amber Heard? Regarding Amber Heard, it's been reported that she has since moved to Spain with her daughter and even changed her name. It's claimed she is done with acting, done with Hollywood, and has no plans to return to the US. That's interesting, because I've never really thought about what happened to Amber Heard after the trial. But then again, I guess I've never thought about it because, I'm going to be honest, I don't really care. As long as she gets on with her life and does whatever she wants, fair enough. But yeah, so there's a lot of conflicting reports. There's a lot of different information going around about Margot Robbie, about Ayo Edebiri, about an all-female reboot, about potentially now Jack Sparrow coming back, and there's so much information here. It's difficult to know what's actually real from what's not real. But every time there's a small update, I'm going to report on it because this is a franchise that's near and dear to my heart. I love it. I grew up watching these movies. So if they are writing a new script and it is possible that they're coming to their senses to get Depp back, absolutely it makes sense. They'll make all the money in the world. People will love it. And to go forward in this franchise without Johnny Depp is a huge mistake in my opinion. But Disney, they seem to want to destroy their own franchises at the moment. Look what they're doing with Marvel. Look what they're doing with Star Wars. Look what they're doing with their live-action remakes. Snow White. So they just seem to be on a path of self-destruction. So Disney like to do that kind of stuff. But guys, I throw it off to you. What do you think about this? Are you excited for a potential new Pirates of the Caribbean with Johnny Depp coming back? And do you think, like me, it would be a huge mistake to continue this franchise without Johnny Depp? I'd love to hear your thoughts, comments, and opinions on this, guys, because it's going to divide a lot of people. A lot of people have a lot of different thoughts and opinions about Johnny Depp and whether he should be in Hollywood or not. Personally, he won the trial, so for me, he should be back. His career should get back on track, and this franchise would be missing without him, I feel. But guys, like I said, jump down to the comments and let me know what you think about this. As always, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like and consider becoming a subscriber of the channel here at ReviewFlix if you haven't done so already, guys. It goes a very long way to supporting the content and everything I do here, so I'd really, really appreciate that. As always, I will see you in the next video.